We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for.
Oh,
He's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
Are you really serious?
During that run, an injury here.
First game injury.
Got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. The Bills had 13-3 now on the year.
What the
They
fuck?
coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline,
Hey,
their
yo,
resilience,
this is
all
wild.
on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Allen now looks to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lewis. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play.
Oh, shit.
Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And running with power here. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Cook up the gut. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 36 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing is Lewis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Lewis now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Lewis. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lewis setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Off the play fake, Lewis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Out of the gun, Walker with him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Lewis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You gotta face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lewis. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Handoff comes to Cook. going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Complete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Lewis going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that, but I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well defense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete.
I fucked that up.
Oh, fortunate to retain
Oh, God,
possession
I
there.
fucked that
It's
up.
2nd down.
Oh.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half. And
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the
middle,
ball. Just go
boy.
ahead
You
and
can't
finish up the
dividend.
half and get on out and talk about it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. How about this? And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's the backup Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Wow,
and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, it's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it again with Cook. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Yeah.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off of play action, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now 3rd and 15.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now down to 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Smith going to move him around.
First down, Seattle.
Now Geno on 1st down. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on third down, Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. An audible here to get a new look. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
First down, Seahawks.
From the red zone now, Smith. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
Oh, he'll have some regrets on that one. Right there for him, and he dropped it. Still, terrific anticipation to see the screen and get to a spot early enough to nearly pick that one off.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kareem Hunt, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Bills 41, Seahawks 28. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A homosexual ass nigga that's like gay, sweet as fuck. Isaiah be sounding like that, though.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 10.
I know that either.
On play action, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They'll come up first and 10
Anthony
here.
got caught up in prostitution sting, man. Remember all that money in the universe.
Smith to throw.
That's the power.
He finds his man complete. It's Young. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Nigga, you lucky you did it when you did it, man, because these bitches out here they out of control, B.
Here's second down.
Dog.
Smith's going to throw it.
Betting on, they trying to kill a nigga.
He finds his man complete. That's Young. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the Seahawks means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on
beating
first
his ass
down.
like 41-7. They see so they hurry up and they doing all this shit.
Here's Smith. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden,
make the score look
here in the final minute,
feel
things
good
get
about
a little bit
yourself.
tighter.
34-41. What, they go onside kick now? Yeah.
Now Myers for the extra point.
Onside kick now? Yeah, let's get the fuck out of
And the
this game.
lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Bills 41.
Onside kick.
Seahawks 35.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Get the fuck out of here. QB near.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback, able to hold on though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? That just hold on, as you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Yeah, some network issues. Don't pull the plug, man. Don't do it. They take my victory.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this
Adina Howard. Man, I heard this track in forever.
Because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a tough loss.
Yo. Oh, ran into the store. Thank you, Seahawks. He was? Alright, I didn't know, because I was broadcasting.